Hello, my gorgeous Taurus, and welcome to your reading for this month of September. Please make sure to check out your sun, moon, rising, and these are general readings. If you do want to go deeper in depth, and you can check out your Venus as well. But if you do want to go deeper in depth, I am available for one-on-one sessions, and I also have a new couples reading, which is why you see the discount code love. Well, actually, it's an older couples reading that I've had for a long time, paused it for a bit, and we've come back around to it. So anyway, we're going to have a talk about that in a little bit, but first, let's talk about some of the astrology and the potion for this month and also the crystals. So starting out with the potion, we have Vision Quest for this month, and I kept feeling into this very almost kind of like emotionally, psychically aware energy for you guys this month. It's almost like there's a quietness that's happening on the spiritual planes and like downloads and epiphanies that are dropping in. I also have this really cool crystal, which is an amethyst crystal and in the shape of a Buddha head. Oh, there we go. So with this, I do feel it is about like tapping deeper into meditation for you guys this month, and even just like paying attention to your dreams and things too. So before we get into the astrology, let me just put up something I want to show you guys. So I do have, this is the new session available. So Psychic Tarot couple session. So use the discount code LOVE, and it is a 2-hour jam-packed information session looking at the beautiful dance of energies between your auras together, and you actually get an aura drawing, as well as ask as many questions as we can fit into that space of 2 hours. We look into the mission and purpose together. We look at how the energies are flowing, and we're looking at it individually as well as together as well. So you guys can ask me whatever questions you like. We also have over on Soul Alchemy Potions. This was the new moon event from last month, from August, which was an amazing event. We did some energy work, some light language meditation, as well as a little bit of emotional clearing around our goals and things too. But this would be the most popular potion bundle, which is containing everything. So anyway, thank you for listening to that. Let's have a look into some of the astrology for the month. And please remember to hit that thumbs up as well and check out the other shows. So let me just bring my little page up of notes. So with this, my gorgeous Taurus, September will begin with a wave of reflection. So Saturn retrogrades back into Pisces on September 1st, inviting you to revisit old dreams, evaluate which goals and which communities still align with your higher self. So if we can try and quieten the mental chatter with that, pay attention to your insights, your intuition, not just like your fears and things, that'll be really, really helpful in terms of jumping forward to a much deeper, greater trajectory. So we have the lunar eclipse on September the 7th, opens a powerful doorway for release, helping you to gently let go of any goals or social circles and things that no longer resonate. So it's going to further work that magic from September the 1st. And this also will help you to really find what's in alignment with your truth. So it's going to clear and create spaces. It's going to tap you into inspiration and into things that really light you up on a deeper soul level. We also have, by mid-month, we'll have Mercury and Venus move into Virgo. So this will help to kind of ignite that creative spark in you to like get your motor going again. So it'll help you to tap into what makes you really feel happy, bringing more playful energy in both love and self-expression. So this is a time to follow what lights you up, whether it's romance or art or just learning like what feels deeply nourishing for you on a soul level. And by September 21st, we will see the solar eclipse on that day, which will mark a turning point, activating your heart with new energy, new soul connecting opportunities. And this will be a beautiful energy that taps you into that flow that leads you to somewhere beautiful too. So I want you to sort of be in that little lilo, that little floaty going down the river by about that time, remembering that the solar eclipses do set us up for the next 6 months. So get your work done early in the month in terms of like your emotional work, releasing patterns and things too. And really defining what it is that you wish for or hope for or wish to tap in and manifest for the next 6 months. So we also will see Libra season arrive around September 22nd, which will restore a little bit of balance around your wellness routines. We'll also see Mars entering Scorpio Oh, hello, chickens, which will light a fire in partnership energy. So it could ignite passions to deepen and potential for soulful, transformative connections to arise, which is either to do with like relationship energy or collaboration. So a little bit of both for some of you lucky ones out there too. So let's have a look into the tarot and what we have for my beautiful Taurus for this month. And I actually feel like a gentle presence of spirit stand behind me with this. And this is kind of what I was feeling when I picked the Vision Quest and when I picked the little amethyst Buddha. I feel that there's like a gentle kind of feeling coming through from beyond the spiritual worlds and beyond the veil. And I feel like if you guys can quieten and balance your emotions, uh, there's a feeling of being able to feel that support coming in from that other side and feel like the gentle messages. So let's flip these cards. So we have the High Priestess. So some of you are definitely being initiated and activated into those realms, which I was talking about. In the other version of this card, we see her standing kind of in a spider web. So it's like she's feeling the interconnectedness of those subtle threads that are happening in the quantum. We see a Seven of Swords, a Page of Coins, the Judgment card, 10 of Wands, and 2 of Swords. So we're definitely releasing anything that feels like Seven of Swords energy. This is people that are maybe not for our best and highest good, or maybe have sneakiness, or have like a self-serving kind of prophecy that they're wanting to fulfill. Or maybe perhaps you just don't feel that they're trustworthy, or they're underhanded, or even those that maybe don't give everything back. We've got a Page of Coins. So you might be putting the investment in, but you might not be getting the return on it. So we do have the Judgment card. I don't feel that it's in a bad way. I feel that it's really kind of weighing things up and scrutinizing things a little bit deeper, because we have a 10 of Wands come out with this too, which is a card of oppression. And it's also a card of Saturn and Sagittarius. So having a look at like where you maybe have too much dumped on your plate, letting go of some of this, making sure that you don't have people around you that are not supportive of your life or of your vision or of your heart. And it's coming back to a balanced, centered place of peace. So that's what we can expect for the month of September for you guys. Let me just see advice-wise what we're getting guided with. We've got a 5 of Wands. This is definitely around releasing any troublemakers, any people that are like adding extra to your plate. I call this the too many cooks in the kitchen. So if people are maybe not cooking the same recipe as you, it might be time to tell them to get out of the kitchen. And we have the 4 of Wands, which is a card of completion. So we might see some finalization for people that have been draining your energy, or even perhaps like draining your resources, draining your love or emotional energy and well-being as well. We also know 4 of Wands is the spiritual marriage card too. Let me see what else we have. We have the Moon card. So this again is really filling into that subtle vibration, that subtle energy of what's energetically going on in the background. So I want you to trust your intuition above everything else this month. So meaning that, you know, if we are feeling sneakiness or 7 of Swords energy, or you're feeling that people perhaps might be saying things or giving lip service, but they don't have your best and highest good at heart, just pay attention to that, because that could be a derailment or a distraction. So 8 of Wands sometimes is where our attention and focus is on so many things all at once. We actually forget like what the highest option is. And for me, the 8 of Wands is also shooting us into the quantum jump to return back to the High Priestess. So I do feel that it might be you're on this journey or on this cycle of coming back to self is what I'm seeing with this. And I feel like that's why we have this soft, kind of more subtle spiritual presence coming in from your guides. So do meditate, connect with your guides, and always say, I wish to connect to those that love me unconditionally, or have my best and highest good at heart. So we just have a confirmation with the Knight of Swords coming out that we need to be saying those words, activating that. That's the Strength card as well. And that's going to help us to hear that frequency over the multitude of craziness and background noise that we're seeing going on with the 8 of Wands and the Five of Wands energy. So let me pop these back into the deck, and we will get some other cards to have a look at some advice this month for my beautiful Taurus. And I feel like there's a lot of like evolution, spiritual growth energy around you guys at the moment. I feel like you need to give yourself a hug or a pat on the back. You're doing extremely well, is what I'm seeing with that. I just saw the High Priestess again. So I can still feel Spirit standing with me, actually patting me on the back as I said that. They've got a good sense of humor, that's for sure. Okay. So, words of advice from Spirit. Okay, now I want to feel into this because they're showing me yellow energy. And when I get this sort of vibration of yellow, which is similar to the tone that I'm wearing, actually, funnily enough. So when I'm seeing this, this is more about really, I feel Spirit is saying for us to get the deeper lessons, to not just graze over things and be like, yep, everything's shifted or changed. This is to really look in. And I'm seeing Spirit say, have you got this? Do you understand this? So I do feel this is to acknowledge what it is that we've learned over the past, they're showing me 4 months. So what does that take us back to? If we're in September, that would be back through August, back through July, back through June, and oh my gosh, January, February, March, April, May, June. So going back to around Taurus season, actually, when we look at this, reflect on how much growth you've had. Have a look at like different things that have come up pattern-wise for you guys since around your birthdays. And the cards that we have in terms of advice, I've seen change coming with this. There's change, there's a disassembling of certain things, as well as those Seven of Swords characters that we talk about, but it's so something new and better can come in. So we're seeing a 10 of Swords, and this might feel, emotionally or mentally disturbing for some of you at this point in time. You can go one-on-one in a session and explore this deeper if this is happening for you guys, but it is where change is trying to come through. But a lot of you have this beautiful stubborn way sometimes that Taurus can get, where it's like, no, I'm going to hold on to these things. And sometimes it's inevitable, the Tower moments. And sometimes with the Tower moments, it could be that there's a certain level of toxicity or a certain level of Seven of Swords where, people are waiting for us to fail. Sometimes is what we see with Seven of Swords energy too. So I want you to pay attention to your intuition. Surround yourself with good, high vibrational people that are going to uplift, going to support. Anything that you can do to try and like tone down the Swords energy, because I feel like there's mental anguish that's coming in with this as well. And a lot of sort of how would we say, dark nights of the soul type energy coming up with this. This is a positive card, by the way. It can feel like we're juggling so much and that it's like, how are we going to get through? But it is a positive card. It's Jupiter and Capricorn energy. So it's positive growth and expansion, but it's you doing it in your own way. It's not having to do it the way that other people are telling you. And I just saw 333. So we do have light at the end of the tunnel with this beautiful Ace of Disc. This is usually coming from that hand of God to bring us that inspiration or the idea to make something. And I do feel there's financial energy as well as love energy come up throughout this. So depending on what you're going through, you might even be going through both, changes and things to do with circumstances of both. Let me just see for a bit more information around this Ace of Disc. So at the moment, that new idea or inspiration that's trying to come in, or this message from Spirit, is a little bit quiet. So that's probably why we're also getting the message to pay attention to intuition, to more that kind of enlightenment trying to come through from Spirit at the moment. So it'll be subtle. So we need to get quiet. We need to get still in order to perceive it, because they're trying to give us a heads up on things that are not good for us, things that are volatile or toxic. With the Tower card too, we know that this is associated with per in Hebrew, which is more associated with that your words have power. Your words are more precious than gold. So what you speak, you create. So have a look at your language, have a look at your thoughts, Have a look at your pattern. What kind of energy has been setting the tone for what you've created or surrounded yourself with? And, if you are in an unfortunate situation where you perhaps feel that maybe you haven't created that, have a look at like your border, your boundaries, and maybe in having loose boundaries and what that's attracted or created too. So let's have a look. Yeah, Queen of Wands. This is where we want to go back to. Queen of Wands energy. This is you like remembering who the hell you are. This is a really powerful, fearless card. This is all about embracing that Leo leadership energy. This is about you getting your glow back. So that's what I want you guys to work on for this month. What we're seeing in the cards. Let me know if this resonates in the chat below. If you are wanting to go deeper in a reading, everything's in the description box below. And remember, we do have the new couple sessions as well. So you can use the discount code LOVE for that. Or if you're catching this before the end of August, you can still use Leo season for my other readings as well. Okay, well, please share this out with any gorgeous Taurus in your life. And remember to check out your sun, moon, and rising. And I hope to see you at our new moon events as well. Okay, bye.